kindergarten friends. Let's go ahead and read another quote from Pete the Cat's Groovy Guide to Kindness by Kimberly and James Dean. Today's quote is by Aesop. Aesop was a storyteller from Greece who lived about 2,500 years ago. That's a long time ago, isn't it? Let's see what he says about kindness. No act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. And Pete says, every act of kindness is groovy. What's he doing there? He's giving a dog a bone. Is that kind? Yeah. So no matter what you do, if it's kind, it's important. So just saying please or thank you, that's important. Or saying good morning nicely is important. Or giving someone a smile. Even the tiniest acts of kindness are important. So remember to be kind. Today we're going to read the story, Lily's Purple Plastic Purse by Kevin Henkes. Let's see if we can summarize it at the end. Tell what the story is really about. Lily loved school. I love school. She loved pointy pencils. She loved the squeaky chalk. And she loved the way her boots went clickety-clickety-click down the long, shiny hallways. Lily loved the privacy of her own desk. Mine. She loved the fish sticks and chocolate milk every Friday in the lunchroom. Straws make everything taste better. And most of all, she loved her teacher, Mr. Slinger. For you. She gave him a flower. That's kind. Mr. Slinger was as sharp as a tack. That means he's smart. He wore artistic shirts. He wore glasses on a chain around his neck. And he wore a different colored tie for each day of the week. Wow, said Lily. That was just about all she could say. Wow. Instead of greeting students or good morning pupils, Mr. Slinger winked and said, howdy. He thought that desks and rows were old-fashioned and boring. Do you students think you can handle a semicircle? And he always provided the most tasty snacks, things that were curly and crunchy and cheesy. I want to be a teacher when I grow up, said Lily. Me too, said our friends, Chester and Wilson and Victor. They like him, don't they, the teacher? At home, Lily pretended to be Mr. Slinger. I am the teacher, she told her baby brother Julius. Listen up. Lily even wanted her own set of deluxe picture encyclopedias. What's with Lily? Asked her mother. I thought she wanted to be a surgeon or an ambulance driver or a diva, said her father. It must be because of her new teacher, Mr. Slinger, said her mother. Wow, said her father. That was just about all he could say. Wow. Whenever the students had free time, they were permitted to go in the light bulb lab in the back of the classroom. They expressed their ideas creatively through drawing and writing. Lily went often. She had a lot of ideas. She drew pictures of Mr. Slinger, and she wrote stories about him, too. During Sherry time, Lily showed her creations to the entire class. Wow, said Mr. Slinger. That was just about all he could say. Wow. She made some pretty creative stuff about Mr. Slinger. When Mr. Slinger had bus duty, Lily stood in line even though she didn't ride the bus. She really likes him. Lily raised her hand more than anyone else in class, even if she didn't know the answer. And she volunteered to stay in after school to clap erasers. I want to be a teacher when I grow up, said Lily. Excellent choice, said Mr. Slinger. One Monday morning, Lily came to school especially happy. She had gone shopping with her Grammy over the weekend. Lily had a new pair of movie star sunglasses, complete with glittery diamonds and a chain like Mr. Slinger's. She had 3 shiny corners, and best of all, she had a brand new purple plastic purse that she played a jaunty tune when it opened. Oh, she has a noisy purse. Do you think that's going to be okay at school? What do you think Mr. Slinger will think? Let's find out. Lily wanted to show everyone. Not now, said Mr. Slinger. Listen to our story. Lily had a hard time listening. Lily really wanted to show everyone. Not now, said Mr. Slinger. Let's be considerate of our classmates. Lily had a hard time being considerate. Lily really wanted to show everyone. Not now, said Mr. Slinger. Wait until recess or sharing time. But Lily could not wait. The glasses were so glittery, the quarters were so shiny, and the purse played such a nice music that, not to mention how excellent it was for storing school supplies. Look, Lily whispered fiercely. Look, everyone. Look what I've got. Everyone looked, including Mr. Slinger. He was not amused. I'll just keep your things at my desk until the end of the day, said Mr. Slinger. They'll be safe there, and then you can take them home. Lily's stomach lurched. She felt like crying. Her glasses were gone, her quarters were gone, her purple plastic purse was gone. Lily longed for her purse all morning. She was even too sad to eat the snack Mr. Slinger served before recess. That afternoon, Lily went to the light bulb lab. She was still very sad. She thought and she thought and she thought, and then she became angry. She thought and she thought and she thought some more, and then she became furious. She thought and she thought and she thought a bit longer, and then she drew a picture of Mr. Slinger. Uh-oh. She was mad he took their things away, wasn't she? Wonder what the picture's going to be. Let's look. Big, fat, mean Mr. Stealing Teacher. Wanted by FBI. P.S. I do not want to be a teacher when I grow up. Right before the last bell rang, Lily sneaked the drawing into Mr. Slinger's book bag. Is that very kind? No, that is not very kind. When all the students were buttoned and zipped and snapped and tied and ready to go home, Mr. Slinger strolled over to Lily and gave her her purple plastic purse back. It's a beautiful purse, said Mr. Slinger. Your quarters are nice and jingly, and those glasses are absolutely fabulous. You may bring them back to school as long as you don't disturb the rest of the class. I do not want to be a teacher when I grow up, Lily said as she marched out of the classroom. She's still upset he took away the purse. On the way home, Lily opened her purse. Her glasses and quarters were inside, and so was a note from Mr. Slinger. It said, "Today was a difficult day. Tomorrow will be better." There was also a small bag of tasty snacks at the bottom of the purse. Do you think Mr. Slinger put them there? Lily's stomach lurched. She felt like crying. She simply felt awful. She ran all the way home and told her mother and father everything. Why do you think she felt awful? Because she wrote a really nasty note and put it in his book bag. She's probably worried that he's going to find the note. She feels pretty bad about doing that, doesn't she? Instead of watching her favorite cartoons, Lily decided to sit in the uncooperative chair. I'll stay here a million years for Mr. Slinger. Why does everything always happen to me? That night, Lily drew a new picture of Mr. Slinger and wrote a very nice story about him, too. Lily was really sorry, so everyone forgave her, even her parents, even her stinky baby brother, even especially her incredible teacher. And then the sun shined its smiley face down on everyone and everything, even the bugs and worms. The end. Listen up, I forgive everyone. Good, kind, nice, could-be principal. I'm an author, she says. So she wrote him a kind note. But remember, the nasty note is still in his bag. Lily's mother wrote a note, and Lily's father baked some tasty snacks for Lily to take to school the next day. I think Mr. Slinger will understand, said Lily's mother. I know he will, said Lily's father. The next morning, Lily got to school early. These are for you, she said to Mr. Slinger, because I'm really, 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 really sorry. Does she look sorry? She does. Mr. Slinger read the story, and he looked at the picture, and he read the note, and he sampled the snacks. Wow, said Mr. Slinger. That was just about all he could say. Wow. Does he look happy? He does. What do you think we should do with this? Asked Mr. Slinger. Should we just throw it away? Asked Lily. Excellent idea, said Mr. Slinger. So they're going to throw away the mean note. During sherry time, Lily demonstrated how many uses and unique qualities of her purple plastic purse, her shiny quarters, and her glittery movie star sunglasses. She waited until sharing time, didn't she? Good. Then she did a little performance using them as props. It's called interpretive dance, said Lily. Mr. Slinger joined in. Wow, said the entire class. That was just about all they could say. Wow. Throughout the rest of the day, Lily's purse and quarters and sunglasses were tucked safely inside her desk. She peeked at them often, but she did not disturb a soul. Right before the last bell rang, Mr. Slinger served Lily snacks to everyone's delight. What do you want to be when you grow up? Asked Mr. Slinger. A teacher, everyone responded. Lily's response was the loudest. Excellent choice, said Mr. Slinger. As the pupils filed out of the classroom, Lily held her purple plastic purse close to her heart. Mr. Slinger was right. It had been a better day. Lily ran and skipped and hopped and flew all the way home. She was so happy, and she really did want to be a teacher when she grew up. That is, when she didn't want to be a dancer or a surgeon or an ambulance driver or a diva or a pilot or a hairdresser or a scuba diver. Let's summarize that story. What was the main idea? What was that story really about? Lily seems like she's kind of a loud student, doesn't she? Mr. Slinger sounds like a really nice teacher, but he had to take her things away and she got frustrated, didn't she? And then she drew a really nasty picture and put it in his bag. Then, when she got her purse back from him, she took it home and she realized he put some tasty treats in there and a note saying tomorrow would be better, and she felt really bad. She told her mom and dad about it. Mom and dad helped her to make more tasty snacks and write a note to the principal, or not the principal, the teacher. And then they all packed him up. She took him to school the next day, and Mr. Slinger was happy. I think Mr. Slinger forgave her because nice teachers do that. Yeah. I think that if we're going to summarize it and say what the story really was about, it's about Lily being a loud student and learning to not be loud. She's learning to be a good student, just like we all have to learn to be good students, don't we? Yeah. Okay. Before we go today, I want to go ahead and start something about ladybugs. I'm so excited. We're just going to start this really quick. Ladybugs. Okay. Ladybugs. I want you guys to tell me in messages things you know about ladybugs. And I'll give you a couple days, and once I get enough people messaging me, I want you to tell me things you know about ladybugs. What do you know about them? What do you know about what they look like or what they do? Then I want you to also give me ideas for things of what do you want to know? What do you want to learn about ladybugs? Give me some ideas of what you want to learn. You might want to learn how many legs they have, or what do they eat, things like that. I want you guys to come up with your ideas of what you want to know and let me know so that we can fill that in here. Then we're going to read a story about ladybugs, and maybe we'll learn some of those things and answer some of those questions. That would be awesome, wouldn't it? I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Good job sitting through that long story. Give yourself a pat on the shoulder. Go ahead and kiss your brain or your cranium, and I will see you tomorrow.